Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave. I'm going to go through the sector review real quick, just overall market analysis, and see what's going on. So first, I have everything organized by what closed at the highs of the 5-day range for last week. So let's organize this, and then we'll get to it. Let's turn on the weekly charts. All right, XLY. You can see it's closing at the highs, closed strong last week, breaking out of this 215 level, and it just continues on going on up, looking strong. So what is that? Consumer discretionaries. The Qs closed, breaking out all-time highs, closed at the highs, held the breakout. This might run into next week, so overall, Qs look pretty solid, unable to fill this gap. If we zoom in a little bit, let's see what are we going back to? September. Unable to fill this gap. Nice little inside day on Thursday and Friday. We're going to move out of it. So, if we get some selling, nothing crazy, but it's creating a new high at the moment. So Qs looked pretty strong. XLC communications. Weekly here, breaking out, just continues to run on up. XLK, tech, look at that, broke out to new all-time highs. Held them, relative volume, decent volume on the breakout. Nothing too insane. Maybe it needs to prove itself a little bit more, but closing at the highs, I don't think it's a bearish thing, is it? I don't. It's weekly on the SPY, again, closing at all-time highs. You're seeing this. It held a breakout here, a couple of weeks of rest, and then last week it broke out. So yeah, UNG, I don't really go over that. XLP downtrend line break. These are these tweezer bottoms. Well, it's not technically a bottom, but looks like we had pretty close to an inside week downtrend line break at this. So let me zoom out real quick. This high right here, okay? This is where that blue line's coming from, so the highs. It is now back over them, and it is holding them. Pretty close. It looks like it poked the bottom out here. Didn't necessarily break the high of last week or the prior week. Little volume here. So the consumer staples might be getting interesting. We'll see. Gold weekly, couple inside weeks. So this is 3 weeks inside now. It's kind of hanging out. It's hanging under the 10 EMA weekly, that is, which you can see that it has been respecting that, but is hanging out underneath it. So I don't know if gold is having a change of character at the moment. We shall see. XLF, I mean, I'm not worried about it. Look at this, continue to trend upwards. Maybe get a little pullback to this 48.70 area by the 10 EMA. Overall, it's been running. So it's been up 1, 2, 3, 4 a month in a row, like 4 weeks in a row, a month. Don't be scared with a little selling. IWM, still having a hard time. What's this level coming from here? Oh, all-time highs. So tagged all-time highs. You shouldn't be surprised that it's finding supply. So we are, we had a little selling, kind of a little rest. We'll see as long as it holds this 227, the 230 level, 10 EMA. If this really breaks out, things can get cooking. So I'd look into the smaller caps. XLRE, you can see that it just continues to range here. It likes this 42.77 level, just ranging, going sideways. DIA, Dow Jones, nice little inside week it looks like, holding the highs. Didn't close at all-time highs, but it's holding overall highs. XLB materials. I wonder if this is going to be a failed breakout. It's got a rounding bottom. It's at the 50 SMA, broke to the highs. I don't know. This is kind of at like a do or die spot. Maybe it just accepts back into the range and trades all the way back down to 87. We shall see. RSP, overall equally weighted S&P, basically. Looks good. Nice little healthy pullback coming in at all the shorter term EMAs. This is not a bear market, folks. This is not a bear market. XLI, nice little A little selling last week, but it's above the 10 EMAs. XLU, utilities, tagging the 10 EMA. Hasn't really, like it kind of respected, is off of this. This is probably more so like the 5 or maybe the 8. But, you know, it respected the 20 here, So this thing likes the 20, but this is a pretty weak high. So I wonder if momentum's kind of weaning with XLU at these highs here. Maybe, you know, it pulls back a little bit, finds some support somewhere else around here. I don't know, that created a new lower low. I'm not sure about XLU, but it's higher high, higher uptrend. XLE energy got smacked down a little bit. We'll see if it wants to maybe create a higher low here. We'll kind of see if that holds. No promises, like ever. And then XLV, healthcare. This is just continues to look crappy, in my opinion. Downtrend line underneath the shorter term MAs. Now it's closing again underneath the 50. We have a rising 200. Maybe it finds support there. That would kind of come close to confluence of this 136 level of this like high, this consolidation-ish range. But this just continues, you know, this isn't even, it's still downtrending, shorter, moderate term, ever since it made these highs. So I am not interested in catching a bottom. See, that is a clear downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. Maybe, you know, it deserves at least a retest of the 140 level. So I'll be looking for that. All right, let me look. Let's organize the ETFs. Let's see if there's anything interesting. Let's organize 5-day range closing at FX China. I don't trade a lot of China stocks. I sold my BABA and JD and all my other stocks that I was holding for a little bit. I mean, this does look like it's going to turn around. It looks like it found a bottom here, undercut the prior weeks, two weeks ago. You know, it's got the declining 200 SMA, but you know, it pumped up high. It pumped up nicely, and then it sold off. You would anticipate some sort of rounding, some sort of bid to be found, and that bid looks like it's being right here at this high. And so maybe China names might be an interest to you. This could potentially be a good spot to start initiating. Just a thought. So FXI, just a thought. Maybe look into China names. I'm not going to. You can. TLT. Just chopping sideways here. EM, what is this? Emerging index funds. This that kind of looks bear flaggy. It's still hot, holding at the 200. XRT retail, looking good, breaking those highs. Right, going on up. Maybe it has a date with that right there, 89ish, $90 level. We'll see. Another China. Let's see, IBB biotechs still pretty choppy. You know, it's just a chop fest. I'm going to stay away from biotechs. SMH looks pretty solid, consolidating, kind of in a range here. Maybe you know, this 50 SMA will help get its legs going again. Jets, strong week. I was saying last week, you know, this is consolidating, bottoming tail. If you looked at a lot of Jets names, which I'm pretty sure I made a video about it last week, there were some names that looked pretty solid in there, but it was more of the names that looked that were not airlines that was in this ETF. I think Expedia was one of them. XBI, biotech again, and just kind of in this range, having a hard time with this 103 level. Silver, let's see, chopping sideways. Maybe it's creating a higher low right here. We'll see. We made a higher high. Another silver minor ETFs. Okay, maybe it's going to hold this higher or this breakout range here. We'll see. Stocks, another semiconductor ETF, kind of in that range still. Whatever this is, brokers, securities, iShares. I don't know what that is. LIT, lithium. Ooh, this looks interesting. Consolidating, nice push off. I kind of like the lithium plays. That looks pretty nice to me, like a reversal play. This could potentially be the bottom here. So maybe a little shakeout of this past like 2 months. And then that gets it to go and break this downtrend line. Maybe it just rips through it this week, but LIT looks pretty interesting. Then URA consolidating near these highs. That looks pretty interesting as well. Maybe we can do a little something like that. We'll do something like that. Creating higher low, bottoming tail at the 10 EMA. We shall see if that holds. PBW, clean energy, the IAT, that's in a nice little uptrend, up above regional banks. Let's see, what is this? Another regional bank. Let me draw a little resistance level, supply level there. Maybe we get a little pullback, maybe a little retest of this consolidation area close to the 10 EMA. I can see that continuing on further, or maybe just chop sideways. Another bank. There's some gold for you again. Maybe it holds, gets back above that level. IWM, back at it. MJA already went over IWM. IYR, another real estate. This kind of flagged, broke the down. So I kind of see a reverse head and shoulders here. And then, the neckline would be around here somewhere. Then we also have a flag to the 20 EMA, that downtrend line, retesting it now. This could be a potential decent purchase if you wanted to trade or enter there. Not financial advice. It's just flag to the 20 after a strong move. Retest real estate names. They could be real estate's looking decent. There's REIT, so kind of same look there, right? The flag down to the 20. GDX, gold miners, under the 20 SMA. This is kind of the consolidating home builders going sideways there. IHI, whatever that is. Invesco, solar, TAN, this just continues to grind down. I have no interest in solar at all. RSP, already went over it. Healthcare, looking like crap, my opinion. KIE, insurance continues to run on up. So I'm, pulling back. Maybe it pulls back to that 10 EMA there, right around the 58.75-ish level. We'll see. And then good old USO. I'll give you a look. It's just chopped sideways. XME, metals and mining. We shall see. There's a lot of chop, a lot of inside. There's all-time highs there. A lot of chopping around. So whatever way this is going to resolve, we'll find out. XOP, this is just in a zone, in a range. And then OHOI, oil services. That's kind of downtrending here. 200 SMAs, currently back upwards. All right, there you go. Interesting names. Overall, the market still looks bullish. This is not a bear market. Higher highs and higher lows are being made in a good majority of the market. And then maybe some ETFs you guys might want to look into is FXI, LIT, IYR, and KIE. Those would look interesting. Other than that, trade safe, manage your risk. I will not be shorting anything. I will be looking for dips and pullbacks to the 10 or 20 EMAs to enter. Yeah, hopefully it's helpful. Later, guys.